If you're a type 2 diabetic, just like me, you might have heard people banging on about intermittent fasting and thought, what's that? Can I do it? Because there are claims that there's potential benefits, improved blood sugar and cholesterol levels, weight loss, and even claims that intermittent fasting can reverse type 2 diabetes. Really? Is that even possible? Let's take a look. Hello, I'm the UK Diabetic Guy, and over the next 5 or 6 minutes, we'll examine intermittent fasting for type 2 diabetics. So stick with me right to the end, because the final verdict about the claims of intermittent fasting being able to reverse type 2 diabetes is shocking. Now, before we go any further, I want to make something very clear. I am not a doctor. This is not medical advice. Always talk to your doctor or your diabetic team before making any big changes, especially if you are on medication or insulin to manage the condition. So what actually is intermittent fasting? Well, it isn't about what you eat, but when you eat. Instead of spreading meals across the whole day, you eat within a set time window and fast for the remainder. The most common approach is the 16-8 method. So you fast for 16 hours and eat within an 8-hour window. For example, you might eat between 12 p.m. and 8 p.m. and then fast from 8 p.m. until midday the next day. Got it? Other people use the 14-10 or the 18-6 method, or even alternate day fasting. But for most type 2 diabetics, 16-8 is the most realistic and sustainable. And the big question is, why would this help? Well, when we eat, our blood sugar rises. Our body releases insulin to move that sugar into our cells. But with type 2 diabetes, our cells become resistant to insulin. So sugar stays in the bloodstream and blood glucose levels rise. Fasting gives your body a break from constantly needing insulin. Insulin levels drop and your body starts using stored energy instead. First glycogen from your liver, then fat. Lower insulin levels equals improved insulin sensitivity. And improved insulin sensitivity is exactly what we want as type 2 diabetics. That's the theory. But what about the results? Before I carry on, just a really quick reminder that I upload at least one new video a week to the UK Diabetic channel based around lifestyle changes, exercise regime, diet hints and tips, and also some tech reviews. So be sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on future content. So studies have shown that intermittent fasting can lower fasting blood glucose, improve your HbA1c levels, reduce insulin resistance, support weight loss, and improve cholesterol and triglyceride levels. All good so far. Weight loss can also dramatically improve blood sugar control, and losing even 5 or 10% of your body weight can make a noticeable difference. Now let's talk about the big, bold claim you hear everywhere. Intermittent fasting can reverse type 2 diabetes. Type 2 diabetes isn't cured, but it can go into remission. That means your blood sugars return to a non-diabetic level without medication. And yes, for some people, intermittent fasting combined with weight loss and dietary changes can help achieve that. But it's not magic and it's not guaranteed, and it doesn't mean you can go back to your old habits. Think of remission as like putting a fire out. The fire's gone, but the wood, which is the fuel, is still there. Now, let's talk about the risks, because this part is crucial. If you're on medication that lowers blood sugar, fasting can cause hypos. That's dangerous. I get hypos quite regularly, and they're really not very fun at all. You might experience symptoms like dizziness, shaking, sweating, confusion. In some cases, hypos can cause seizures, which can lead to brain damage. So let's be really mindful about that. This is why I want you to seek professional medical advice. If you're on insulin or certain tablets, fasting without medical guidance is a big no. Another issue is overeating in your eating window. Some people fast all day, then binge at night and undo all the benefits. Intermittent fasting only works if your food quality is still good. What do I mean by that? Less sugar, fewer refined carbs, more protein, more fiber, healthy fats. Fasting on its own won't fix a poor diet. So, is intermittent fasting a good option for type 2 diabetics? For many people, yes. It's simple, it's free, and it can be easier than constant calorie counting, but it's not for everyone. If you have a history of eating disorders, are underweight or pregnant or on complex medication, then fasting might not be appropriate. The best approach is caution and gradual changes. Start with a 12-hour fast, then 14, then maybe 16. Monitor your blood sugars, see how your body responds, and always involve your healthcare team. For me, personally, I haven't taken that step to intermittent fasting because I'm very happy with the reduction in all of my stats since I was diagnosed about 3 months ago. I'm very comfortable with where I'm at, but a lot of content I see on the internet and my diabetic friends are always extolling the virtues of it. But again, it's a personal choice. It's not prerequisite, but there can be a lot of benefits involved. But remember, it's a tool, okay? It's not a miracle.